From Studio 114, this is Tiger TV. And here's your host, Savannah Enlund.
Welcome back to another episode of Tiger TV. Today we will be taking a look at the Welding class, the baseball team, and our 2019 prom. Now to Samantha Jones with Welding.
Batesburg-Leesville is now offering a cake class for welding to Saluda High School students. Let's see what this class has to offer.
Here in Welding 1, we're running beads on flat plate, learning to overlap beads, learning to tie in to your welds. We do an OSHA 10 certification. Just kind of learning the fundamentals of stick welding is what Welding 1 is all about. We move on into Welding 2 and Welding 3. We cover more like the fillet welding, which is T-joints like that, joining two pieces of metal together, learning proper bead placement, and just learning how to set up and adjust our machines. We'll do some MIG welding, and then when we move on up into 3 and above, we'll be doing groove welds and multi-position stuff, and a little MIG and a little bit of TIG welding. So by the time if you completed the welding program here, then you'll have a really good knowledge of not only the fundamentals, but you might even leave here able to take and pass a weld test to get a job with a good company around here. So it's well worth taking the welding course.
The hardest part about welding is probably when I first started out, because I didn't know what I was doing, but that's mainly the hardest thing. Once you get that down pat, you're just good.
Well, what do I like about welding? Well, anything that involves me striking hard, I love it. Like tie-ins, that was one of my favorite things to do when we done it here. I really like stacking the beads. That's what we're doing right now. I just really liked it, and it's easy to me, and that's actually might be something I want to do as a career.
Hopefully, it will lead me to Piedmont for 2 years, get my welding degree, and go work at some big company around in South Carolina, hopefully.
Even if you have no idea what you're doing in welding and you don't know anything about welding, you can join this class and learn from zero to know something about welding. And it's actually really cool because it gives you a chance to build stuff out of like pieces of metal and you know, take that to make a really good career that can make a lot of money. So I totally recommend this class for someone who, you know, just wants to make money and have fun while doing it.
From Batesburg-Leesville High School, this is Samantha Jones. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Samantha. Now with Abby Gentry on the baseball story.
The baseball season has come to an end. Let's see what the team has to say about the upcoming season.
Didn't go quite as planned this year. However, we did gain valuable experience that we can use next year to make our season even better.
All right, to have a better season, we need to win the close games, like Abbeville, 96, and other teams like that. And if we did win those close games, it would potentially take us to the playoffs, which we're planning on doing next year.
All right, my favorite part about being on the team, I would say, is being a leader and having fun on the field with my friends and playing the game, my favorite game, baseball, and having fun while you do it.
Our biggest strength was definitely pitching. It led to a lot of close games, and I'd say that our weaknesses were definitely hitting, and we just didn't hit consistently.
I think there's a lot we can learn from this season. Definitely provided us with some valuable learning experiences, showed us what we need to work on and what we've got to get better at, and hopefully we take the off season and really dedicate ourselves and get better at those things we need to improve on for next year.
From this year's baseball season, this is Abby Gentry signing off.
Thanks, Abby. Now to Keeli with Prom.
This year's prom was certainly one to remember. It left many lost in the enchanted forest. Here's what some of our students have to say.
Being prom king means a lot. It was a great way to end off my senior year. Thanks to all those who voted. Unfortunately, there couldn't be 3 winners, but again, it means a lot to me. It's a great accomplishment of my senior year.
It was an honor becoming prom queen, but I felt like I wasn't the only queen there that night. Everybody was beautiful, and I felt like everybody deserved a crown.
I think prom was pretty good. I really liked the theme, and the DJ was pretty cool.
A lot of planning goes into prom. We start months in advance planning out the theme and like what we're gonna do. And also the night before prom is really like intense because we have to stay really late and just try to set things up as fast as we can. And then the Sunday following prom, we have to take it all down really quick. So
we're glad you had fun at this year's 2019 prom. This is Keeli McDaniel signing off.
Thanks, Keely. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tiger TV, as this will be the last episode of the 2018-2019 school year. Good luck on your final exams and have a great summer. Remember, stay classy, Tigers.